Well, hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do an unboxing of a piece that I picked up off of eBay. Playing Mantis had some really cool sets. They came out in the late 90s. And you know what? I have a couple of these. I have the Aquatic Mission Specialist and I have the Covert Operations Specialist, but I never got the Ranger. And when I saw it pop up on eBay, I just had to have it. And the price was really, really good. However, when I picked it up, it looked different than what it does now. I don't know if it happened in shipping or what, but it looks like the body kind of fell apart. You can see the head up there. And that's not a problem for me because, you know what, my idea for this piece was something different than what's here. I wanted to do a custom, so just having the parts together is more than enough for me. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, and then I'm going to open it up and we're going to pull out the accessories and the outfit and take a closer look at it. But before we do, let's take a look at the back. It says a World War II Ranger. In World War II, specially trained units were established to execute tightly controlled, direct action missions against enemy forces, spearheading military movements that helped to eventually win the war. Right there, I'm sold. That's super cool. Formed in the early years of World War II, only the best and brightest volunteers were accepted into the rigorous Ranger training program. Well, of course, Action Jackson's going to be there, right? And then I think they go on to say that. Action Jackson embodies this commitment and fortitude of these brave military men who put their lives on the line to ensure the Allied victory in World War II. Wow, pretty neat. This is the Aquatic Mission Specialist, if you want to pause it and read that. And this is the Covert Operations Specialist. And you can see that they have a number here. Maybe I should call and tell them the body fell apart. 1-800-MANTIS-8, PlayingMantis.com. I haven't checked out that website. I'm sure it's defunct by now. Oh, here's the date. 1999, made in China. Playing Mantis. Pretty neat. I really like the box. Is it open? No, it's open. This might not be an unboxing after all. I mean, the pieces are still in place, but it looks like the box has already been opened. So let's take a look at it. I don't think I'm missing anything. Oh, you know what? Let me run down the list just to make sure that nothing's gone. Okay, so fully articulated body. I think that's here. Get these twist ties off. This one's really loose. Yeah, I should have cut this out, but I'm sure there's somebody out there that likes to, to do this as much as I do. So. Alright, so looks like I've got all the little twist ties off. So here's his body, and it has a really neat vest. Oh yeah, I think that's listed here. It says, okay, uniform shirt, assault vest. So that's right here is the assault vest. Pretty neat. And here's the shirt. These use a Velcro. That's a pretty cool looking body. Oops, don't want to do that. You know what? I might use this body to make some Warbler armor. Because, look at the detail in that chest. And, if you've watched my channel for any length of time, you know that I like to use Warbler to create certain things. Warbler is a material, it's a thermoplastic that many cosplayers use. But yeah, that's a cool base to make a Warbler piece of armor. I guess these elastics, it's like a rubber band. They attach the two arms together. Let's take a look at the body. Oh, here's the pelvis. And I see where we had a problem. Looks like the rubber bands here just kind of like fell apart. They broke. And like I said, it was complete when I purchased the auction, it looked complete anyway. It didn't look like it was falling apart. They have some really cool boots. Let me see if I can get these pants off. Let's just pull out the leg. Oh, okay. We have these little gaiters on here. Let me get the gaiter off. There's another gaiter. Are those even listed? Let's see. No, it just says boots. It says pants and leggings. I guess those are considered leggings. Here's the boot. Pretty neat looking boot. Another nice one. And then the leggings. Because I'd like to get this guy on another body, because you can see that this body is pretty much thrashed. I guess I could get some O-rings or some rubber bands to try to get it fixed, but I think an S-type body is going to be a better idea for this guy. Okay, so far I have the shirt, the pants, the leggings or the gaiters, and the assault vest. Let's get to the fun stuff. All right. Got a helmet. How am I going to get this off? Ooh, look at that. Oh boy! Wow. I just had a bunch of pieces come flying at me. Okay. Wow, that's a neat helmet. I think I have to be careful with it because it looks a little fragile. I'll be very, very careful with that. And then here's the holster. It's a flap holster that holds the 45. It's a cool looking 45. Very neat. And I don't know if I showed you the belt. These pieces are just like really cool in their quality. Wow, this is nice. Look at that Thompson. Boy, I think I saw some ammo. Yeah, here's an ammo pouch. This ammo pouch kind of like pops into the back. You have the belt there. So you're ready to rumble. You got plenty of mags back there. Looks like they're Thompson mags. And then I have a couple of grenades. Ooh, combat knife. Look at this K-bar. Wow. We'll take a closer look at that, but that K-bar is awesome. All right, so let's go down the list. Fully articulated Action Jackson figure. Check. Uniform, including shirt. Pants. Leggings. Got the leggings. Belt. I had a belt somewhere. Here's a belt. Boots. Beautiful boots. Helmet. Assault vest. Very cool assault vest. Ammo pouches. Those are on my belt. Thompson submachine gun. Boy, neat. That right there was worth the price. I love this gun. Grenades. I got 2 of them. Plural. Pistol with holster. And knife and sheath. It looks like I have a complete figure here. But you know what? Like I said, I'm going to have to get a new body. And since I'm getting a new body, I might as well get a new head. Can you guys tell me who this is? Maybe if I put a helmet on him. You know what? I better not do that. I think I'm going to break the strap. But yeah, I thought, you know, having this outfit, I could put together an awesome John Wayne figure. Most of the times you see John Wayne when he's represented as an action figure with his Western gear. But you know, I remember him from all the war movies I saw as a kid. And boy, you know what? I'm excited about getting this figure together. So let me go ahead and get this head primed and get started on painting. And we'll take a look at the finished figure when I'm done. All right. I hope you stay with us. All right. Bye-bye. I'll be right back. I don't know how I missed this, but right there it says all-purpose bag, and this was also in my box. I almost tossed it out. I'm glad I checked the box before I put it in the dumpster. So all-purpose bag. So it looks like I have everything that was in the kit. And you'll notice that I got my head primed. And for this, I use a special hobby paint. This one right here is by Vallejo, and it's a flesh colored. And it has a nice, consistent, even finish because this guy has a lot of detail. Look at all the detail in that face. You know, even some wrinkles right there. So I wanted to make sure I kept those. I'm going to start with the hair, and to do that, I'm going to use this paint right here. This is called a Xandri Dust, and this is going to be the base coat for my hair because he had like light brown hair, and I know this is like kind of like I don't know, like a muddy color, but once I add my brown shades, I think it's going to work out really well. Yeah, you know what? I know some of you guys are thinking, well, I don't remember John Wayne being a Ranger. You know, Green Beret, yes, Marine, yes, but Ranger, you know, if he did, let me know. I don't remember. But when I saw that outfit, I was just like, man, well, I got the outfit in, and when the head was, when the body was all busted up, I thought, you know what, look, I need to do something with this. And I had just seen this head on World's Greatest on their website, and so I thought, man, wouldn't that be cool? So that's kind of like why I'm doing this. I think it's going to be a neat figure. Ooh, I think I went too far. That's okay, I can paint over with the flesh. This is not a very dark color, so it's not going to be a difficult color to cover up. And you can see that's a really neat lighter base for the hair, and I think I can do a lot with it. Yeah, I was reading, he never served in the military because a couple of reasons. Number one, John Wayne was too old. I think he was like 34 or something when World War II kind of broke out. And the second reason was that he had a contract and they wouldn't let him out of his contract. So not only was it a hardship for him because of his age and his family status, because, you know, by that time he already had a family, had kids, wife, and I don't know if the Army really exempted anybody for that reason. Okay, I think his hair does go down to here. But I think it's going to be kind of like a shaved look. So I'll have to minimize it, kind of like thin it out. But you know what? He was an outstanding patriot, very supportive of the United States and their military. I think kind of to his detriment when he made that movie, The Green Berets. You know, because the sentiment of the country at that time was just not, you know, real positive towards the war. Even though that's a great movie too. I mean, you know, it may have given a rosy picture of what was going on in that conflict, but I don't know, rosy is the right word, but he really didn't have too much bad to say about America. Let's see. I'm gonna try to get into here. Should probably use a different brush, but I like these flat brushes. I've been using them lately, and I don't know, they just seem to cover really well. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to go back and touch that up. And like I said, I want to maintain the detail in here, so I'm doing a thin base paint, and I'm hoping that with the flesh color and this, I can kind of maintain that detail. Because this is a figure I'm really excited about doing. You know, what kid in the 70s didn't grow up watching John Wayne movies, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and touch this up, but let me get the first color, the base coat down. And then, like I said, I'm gonna try to minimize the amount of paint that I put on this guy. You can see that flesh tone for that primer really does work out well. All right, it looks like my first coat is almost down. Okay. I'm gonna let this dry and I'm gonna come back to the next step. Yeah, I noticed some areas that I need to do some touch up on, so I'm gonna get those done first. And to do that, I'm gonna use a thinner brush. Okay, and then let me touch up the flesh parts, and then I'll let them dry. You can see where I got into the ear there, and then on the back of the neck. This is kind of messy back here. And let me take care of the sideburn. And kind of like where I went into areas of the face with the hair color. Okay, yeah, that's a lot cleaner. Okay, yeah, looking good. We'll be right back. All right, now that he's dried off a little bit, I'm gonna use my very thin brush to put a little bit of white in the eyes so that I can get that to dry before I go into painting his actual eyes. And these eyes are really teeny. But you'll notice there's a little divot in there. And that's where I'm gonna drop my blue. Looks like I went a little too far on that one. So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna take my flesh colored paint and I'm just gonna put it around the eyelid. So I can just bring it down a little bit. Okay, Now let's use that wash. I'm going to use my larger brush again. And I've got this wash here. It's called Contrast Gilliman Flesh. Now contrast paints are similar to shades. They're very, very thin paints, but they have a little more pigment to them. So I'm gonna water this down just a tad. I'm gonna put it on a wet brush, and then I'm gonna go across his head. And you'll see that's giving him a nice brown color for his hair. I'm also going to use this for the flesh, so you know it's going to perform a kind of double duty. Oops, shouldn't have got that in the eye. Oh well. I really wanted to get it there, so I guess I painted the eyes a little prematurely. That's okay, I'll go back and I'll add the whites once this is dried. That hair is not as dark as I wanted. Let me go to a different color. I have this Reichland. I have a darker shade. This one here is called, well, it's not a shade, it's a contrast. It's called Dark Oak Flesh. Let me see if I can use that kind of full strength on the hair to make it a little browner. Yeah, that's working out better. So I may have to let it dry a little bit. Yeah, I should probably let it dry. Let me come back to it. I'm getting a wet mess there. All right, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, now that it's dry, I'm using this dark oath. It's called Dark Oath Flesh to darken the hair. You can see that's giving me a nice, it's a nice layer to the hair that's there with that Xandri dust. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry before I go on to the next step. You'll notice I repainted his eyes, and at this point I'm gonna go ahead and do the eyebrows. So I'm just using my thin brush again with a darker color paint. This one right here is a brown. It's called Mornfang Brown. And I'm just going to trace out the eyelashes. And I'm using a very thin brush for this. I think I'm gonna have to go back and touch that one up because it went a little crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Let me go back and get my flesh colored paint and touch that up. Let's see, that's Cadian. Oh, here it is right here. Laird Kislev. And to touch these up, it's pretty easy, because if you mess up your eyebrows, you can always just reestablish the line. Like here, I went a little too crazy, so I'm just gonna come across there. Oops, looks like I have too much water. Let me go underneath the eye. So underneath the eyebrow. See how that is kind of thinning it out? I'm gonna have to go back and retouch that, because I have a little more like a watered down paint on that. So I'll just go back and touch it up. But if you make your eyebrows too big, it's not a hard process to come back and clean them up. You can see that this one was really bad, and just the application of that flesh color again just kind of like takes care of that problem. And then I'm going to go back to my brown. And fix this one. There we go. And at this point, I'm going to put the blue into the eyes. Now for my blue, I use this this contrast. It's called Space Wolves Gray. I got to shake it up really well. And this has a really neat pooling effect. As other contrasts, it's a very watery paint. I'm just going to get the tip of my brush covered with it, and I'm going to place it right in that divot that's so well established. See how the paint just seeps into that that divot that's been placed there? It makes painting eyes so easy. Oops. You know, especially if you're using a contrast paint, the paint just seems to flow in there naturally. See what I mean? So these heads, for that particular reason, I think are superior, just because it makes painting eyes so much easier. And let's see, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I had this paint over here, this Cadian Flesh, because I'm gonna use it to color my lips. And I'm just gonna place it between the lips, and it's going to darken that area for me. Boy, the Duke's almost done. Let's see, I think I'm going to put a little shade on it, a little highlight on his hair. Looks like I might have to do a little touch up on his eyebrow, but he's looking pretty good. I'll be right back. Okay, the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same darker flesh tone, that Cadian Flesh, and I'm going to trace out the eyelids, just to kind of darken them a little bit. And maybe a little tad under the eye. give the face a little kind of like depth. Looking good. All right, if you remember, I put that white. Oh, you know what? Let me put the little white dots. No, I'm going to save that. I think I'm going to put those in with a little pin. But if you remember, I used the wash, the contrast. What was it called? Element Flesh, and I covered my face with it. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to take the same flesh tone. No, that's not the one. Oh, here it is, right here. Kislev. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a dry brush across the face just to kind of pick up some highlights. And to do a dry brush, I just get my brush full of paint and I wipe off a majority of it. And then I'm just going to come back and I'm going to touch up the areas that would naturally be highlighted, like the cheeks, the chin, across the forehead a little bit. Ears. And I think that's got it. I don't think I'm going to put the little white dots in his eyes. I think that his eyes look really good the way they are. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to paint him with my my matte clear coat. You know what? I was thinking about doing something with the hair. I don't know. I think it looks pretty good the way it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with his hair either. I think I'm done. I'm just gonna cover him with the clear coat and get him dressed. Let's take a look at him. Well, I don't know how popular those Playing Mantis toys were when they came out in the late 90s. I didn't know anything about them. I didn't collect them. But you know what? Just looking at the quality of this outfit and just the look in general, you know, I'm sold. I just looked on eBay and there's a couple of them that are up in box still, and the figure looks like it's intact. But you know what? I wouldn't get them for the figure. I'd get them for the outfit because you know what? It's so cool. You know, from the Tommy gun to the K-bar knife to the little 45. I mean, he just looks like he stepped right out of the movies, doesn't he? I mean, kind of reminds me of John Wayne when he played what was the name of that, Colonel Vanderford in The Longest Day. You know, of course he had a Garand, I think. I don't think he had the little Tommy gun. But yeah, doesn't it look cool? You know, I really like that head sculpt too. I'm gonna have to get some Western outfits and dress up my John Wayne, you know, in his more traditional cowboy garb. But really happy with the figure I've created. Really, really happy with the outfit by Playing Mantis. You know, the Ranger outfit. And the history that they put on the backside of the card, just, gosh, it's just a winner for me. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're a fan of John Wayne just like I am. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. You know, be safe and stay cool and, you know, have fun with your 1/9 scale toys. Until next time, bye-bye, guys. Well, you know what? If you watch my channel for any length of time, you know that after I present my figure, I usually come up with like a video montage of different photos of the action figure. But this time, it being John Wayne, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. You'll notice that he's in an entirely different outfit. And these are just some pieces that I picked up from my junk drawer. But you know what? I had to see John Wayne in a Western outfit. So let me run down the pieces that I used to kind of put this look together. And this is not very comprehensive look, and it's not authentic to any one Western. Like I said, it was just some stuff I had, so you could probably do better if you put a little thought into it. But anyway, we'll start at the bottom. These boots right here are the motorcycle boots that come from Classic TV Toys. If you order like 40 bucks or more, they send them to you for free. So I have a couple of pair. I've got them in black and I've got them in brown, but they look just like cowboy boots, don't they? I thought they worked out really well. The pants, for some reason, I guess it's because I have a bunch of Greg Brady bodies that I've been using for customs, but I have a ton of these like jeans. These came from Greg Brady. I think Classic TV Toys also has some jeans there too. But yeah, those are nice looking jeans on John Wayne, aren't they? The gun belt. You know what? there's some controversy about the gun belt. I was talking to another customizer who was talking about the only belt to get for your Western figures is the one that Mego used to produce. And I found a source for that one. It's through Dr. Mego. Dr. Mego has these, it's the belt, it's the gun belt and the gun on his website. So I heard well, you know, I've had some experience with that too. The classic TV toys holsters will sometimes break and stuff, but this one's a pliable, like vinyl material, and it's really, really sturdy. And the gun, let me see if I can get the gun out without too much fuss. The gun is nice and beefy. Let me just go ahead and put it in his hands. I have a rifle over here that I got from Classic TV Toys. So I grab that and put it down. Put his pistol in his hand. But this pistol right here, it's a good scale pistol for any of your Western customs. What have I done? Oh, it came off of his... But it's a good scale pistol for any of your Western customs. And like I said, that holster is... it's very, very sturdy. I don't think it's going to break. Okay, moving up from there, I've got this vest. It's the leather vest from Classic TV Toys. The shirt, the yellow shirt from Classic TV Toys as well. I made this little scarf. I just got some red fabric and kind of cut it and made it like a little necktie. I also have this. I was going to use this as kind of like, I don't know, like a bandana. But I like the way that looks, so I kept it. And then the hat. You know what? These, I guess, resin casts, I don't know, maybe they're a little bit bigger. I have no idea. But you know what? I could not find a hat to fit my John Wayne. This hat right here is actually a white rubber hat that Classic TV Toy sells. And what I did was I just got some of my RIT dye and I put it in there for a little bit just so I could get a nice, like, suede looking color, like a, you know, like a tan cowboy hat. And it looks perfect. So yes, really happy with John Wayne. You know, I don't know, I'll probably keep him like this, honestly. I mean, I like that outfit that I got from Plain Mantis. It looks great. But yeah, this is John Wayne right here. So this is probably how he's gonna end up in my collection bin. And I'll probably save the outfit from Plain Mantis for my Action Jacksons. I have it in my Action Jackson box right now. But yeah, so John Wayne, a great custom to do, has a lot of versatility. John Wayne was an actor who portrayed a lot of different characters. So I think a John Wayne custom is a no-brainer for me anyway. Well, until next time, we'll see you guys later. Take care now. Bye-bye.